Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a 2022 GMC Yukon AT4. First and foremost, so a huge shout out and thank you to the National GMC here in American Fork for giving me some time with this AT4. Check out the inventory in the description down below. And then on a side note, I just released my car buying course, so if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to that in the description down below as well. Let's get into the video. So under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 420 horsepower and then 460 pound-feet of torque, with fuel economy being 14 around town and then 19 on the highway. Now let's go with the front end of the AT4. So first off, I love the design here on the hood, how you kind of have like some, we'll call them like little canyons basically on the hood to kind of accent different parts of it. And then coming down below, we've got these C-shaped LEDs. They don't blink in person, that's just because of the frame rate of the camera. And then you can see the LED headlights. Fog light down below, and then notice the black accenting all around. And then you can see here with the parking sensors on the front end, and then notice the red tow hooks, and then the skid plate here on the front end, which definitely gives it an aggressive appearance. GMC logo front and center. And yeah, overall, I love the look of the Yukon. Now coming on the side here, we've got two 75mm tires wrapped around 20-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you can see the coloration here on the wheels themselves. So notice you got the silver there on the top with the black below it. Has that cool off-roader type appearance. And then yes, we do have nice all-terrain tires. And then here's a quick look at the suspension. We'll talk about the suspension a little bit later in today's video. And then notice here with the indentation there on the fender, got the GMC logo. AT4 badge, and then you can see here with the fixed side steps, and then notice the two-tone design in the mirrors with the white in the top and the black on the bottom. Body painted door handles, and they do have keyless entry. And then here's your full side view. And then you guys can see here with the tire and wheel setup in the rear. And then I just want to show you guys the rear suspension quickly, so you can see this whole setup underneath. And there you go. So here's a key fob. We have our unlock, lock, remote start, the opening here for the hatch, and then the window. So first off, let's go with the payload capacity, 1,507 pounds, and then we have a towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. Now, and that's for this particular car. You can see here with the seats, you can fold them down and raise them up. So for example, if we want to do the left one, notice it'll go right down, and then if we want to raise it back up, it got stuck because of the seat in front of it. But yeah, normally you can do the raise up function, so we'll just lower that all the way down since it's stuck at this point. Anyways, you can see here with the storage space underneath, and then notice the metallic plaques on either side. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for that part of the rear. So just press this button and it'll lower back down the good old hatch. Boom. Now finishing things up here in the rear, you guys can see here with the taillights again in that C shape, AT4 badge, and then you got the Yukon badge right there. Parking sensors all along the bumper, and then with the exhaust tips on either side, and then you got that bezel covering the receiver hitch. And other than that, things are pretty simple there from a rear end perspective. Also notice the roof rails there at the top. Now here's the door panel in the rear. Notice here the padding at the top with the stitching, and then the trim down below that, and then more padding, and I love the perforations there. Definitely looks fantastic. Speaker for the Bose sound system, and kind of love the shape of that. It's pretty interesting. And then here are these seats. So you can see here, we've got the AT4 colors. It's the brown, and then the perforations here in the center portion. And then notice here with the adjustments on the seat, which we'll get into that in a second. AT4 badge. And then popping in, look at that. Legroom is great. Headroom's great as well. And then you can see here with the storage space, got a couple cup holders. And then down below, you've got the climate control, heated seats for the rear, USBs, all that fun stuff. Of course, we got the armrest cup holder situation, super important. And popping back out. Now again, just do this times 2. Well, folds down. And this one, we will fold back up with the, I can't get the headrest. But anyways, there's this little strap right here that you can basically pull, and pulls the seat forward. So accessing the very back is very easy, as you guys can see. And this is roughly what legroom would be like. And then notice we got some cup holders back here, got a little USB as well. And let's head to the front. And here's a door panel at the front. You guys can see again the padding with the stitching and then the trim down below, and then all of our padding here on this area. All of our window controls. We've got the memory seats, the door lock and unlock, and then you've got the mirrors which do power fold in, and the speaker for the Bose sound system. And here are the mirrors again. And then here's the front seat. It says AT4 in it, and then all the perforations, and then notice the brown accenting all throughout. And then you've got your adjustments on the side of the seat, another AT4 logo. And then here's the pedal layout down below, the hood latch release. Light controls here with the fog lights, and then we've got a drive mode select, drive line select. So this has auto, two-wheel high, four-wheel high, four-wheel low. So it's got all of the drive lines you need. More advanced drive line select than what you get in a lot of full-size SUVs, because a lot of them won't have the auto mode, four-wheel auto to be specific. Anyways, parking brake, we got lane departure, stability control, and then hill descent control, parking sensors, auto stop start, and then that's for the outlets. Turn them on. Steering wheel is power adjustable, and let's pop in. So here is the steering wheel in the Yukon. You've got the padding all around, and then notice again with the AT4 stitching down the center. Controls for the center stack, voice command controls. We've got a cruise control here on that side, and then radio controls there on the back. Turn signal, stock / windshield wiper stock, and there's a steering wheel. Now here is the center gauge cluster. You've got the speed over there on the left side. On the right side, you've got the RPMs, and I'll go through the different drive modes rather. So notice we got our tow haul, and then we have, well, the off-road, sport, and then our normal mode that you can go between. So yeah, really solid from a drive mode perspective. And then also notice it shows you the drive line there off to the side, and well, it's everything for the center. Now here is the center infotainment system. First off, we're going to pop it in reverse. So we have a regular backup camera with trajectory lines that do turn with the steering wheel. Nothing too crazy from that perspective. And then moving on from that to the rest of the infotainment system. First off, response time is fantastic. Notice you can go to like the cameras, for example, so you can see that truck going on by. But yeah, it's really easy to use. Notice we got like the little trailer thing. I love how you have the shortcut buttons here on the side. I got the home button down below. And yeah, overall, I think it's a great infotainment system. Everything's nicely integrated, and well, that's all. So we've got our transmission select here with the park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then this is so you can manually shift yourself. And you got the padding and stitching there, and the vents. Radio controls down below. And then we've got our dual zone climate controls, heated, cooled seats here for the front passengers, which I'm going to turn that on because it's kind of getting toasty. Wireless phone charging area with all of the charging ports, a couple cup holders. And then notice here with the padding here on the center console, definitely nice setup. And then underneath as well. Solid. And then notice here with the padding here on the dash, we got this little like storage spacing, which is very hard to, so you got like a little click thing to open up. But yeah, it's just like, it's like the size of a hand almost. And then notice here on the dash too, really nice with the padding. And then we have a glove box down below. Pretty normal setup. And then here at the top, we do have a full panoramic sunroof, which is very nice. Controls lower down the seats, controls for the sunroof here on this area. This one just has the traditional mirror, and then we've got the universal garage door openers, and there you go. So here's our window sticker for this AT4, as you guys can see. Now I wanted to talk about the suspension at this point. So we have a mechanical limited slip differential, which helps out with handling quite a bit, and then Magna Ride control as well. This doesn't have air suspension, but between those two things, again, it improves handling a mass amount and handling on the off-road, or off-road rather. Anyways, you can see all the other standard equipment. Now this is funny to get into the options on this because a lot of it is deleting things. So you've got the V8, right? You've got the sunroof, but notice, not equipped with heated steering wheel, and then it says includes later retrofit. And then notice here, not equipped with 4-way lumbar, 2-way lumbar. And then notice steering column lock. And then notice stuff will say it's retrofit, but notice they give you like these little credits because it's not equipped with those items. Anyways, there's your total MSRP, $72,235. And don't you guys worry, I have some footage of the Tahoe Z71. So what I'm going to be doing in the very near future is taking the footage from this video and then from that video combining it together for a comparison so you guys can see how this stacks against the Z71, and so it'll hopefully help you guys decide should you go the GMC route or should you go the Chevy route. But here's a quick look at this AT4. That's going to sum things up for our video on this 2022 GMC Yukon AT4. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to National GMC for giving me some time with the AT4. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see all of you in the next video.